So next up we do have Sparky. I don't know exactly who he was fighting here. Let me double check. It was it's kind of long too. Yeah, he doesn't say what character he's fighting, but like he said he was struggling specifically with something here. So we'll see what he did, but you guys should know Sparky has been killing it the entire time of the pandemic. His weeklies have started up, so this is actually going to be an offline set. But like, yeah, he's been getting like first or second basically every single weekly, so he's just been kind of running the gauntlet there. Unfortunately for him, the venue basically cheers against him all the time, so that is something that he always does have to deal with when he's there. But definitely we'll see what it's happening. It looks like we're going to be getting ZSS versus Duck Hunt. So a couple things about this matchup. You know, in transition from this game, from Smash 4 to this game, it did get a lot better, just because like ZSS's like rage kills got a lot worse. Like she actually has to get you to percent to kill you. The only thing that she still has is Nair flip kick, which, you know, if you're at the ledge and you don't DI out, they'll kill you at 20% easily and you're just dead. So always be on the lookout for that one. However, she still has the same issues. Like, because we are such a short character, it's really, really hard for ZSS to hit us in a lot of things. But there's like one specific combo. I think it's Nair to back air, because like our duck is a hurt box that you can hit. And like it's, when he gets hit, like the duck's like kind of standing up. She could actually like Nair and like back air us like relatively easily. it's kind of dumb. What's up? Legit promise? But yeah, outside of that, yeah, it's harder for her to kill us. It's harder for her to get a hit on us. So you just kind of play around with that. Not to mention, because we can act out of up B, it's a lot easier for us to recover as well. So like overall, it's just like, it just became a more even matchup. Like before, it was definitely like slightly in ZSS's favor, but it's more evenish now. Like she didn't really gain any tools to like help counter us. And not to mention, like if she does run into a clay pigeon, that will just like counter her. Yeah, I mean, this is basically the game plan that you're going to be looking at. Set up can when you can, and then you're going to be anti-airing a lot, so you're going to do like a lot of preemptive jumps to just hit her with fair. Also, that's the other thing too, because we are so short, like we don't have to deal with Zair pressures much. And if she does try to Zair like the clay pigeon, most of the time it won't break it. If it does stale, clay pigeon will go right through and automatically punish her, but I think fresh it can break it. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, don't ever do what Sparky's doing right there. Just like hold your ground and don't freak out. Because being on the ground is the safest thing that you can do against ZSS. Oh, that was really good throw timing by her. Okay, yeah, this is a super common thing that comes up in the matchup. Let's see, we're at 315. Let me see if I get to. Okay, that should be good. Ah, crap, it's too late. Let's go here. Oh yeah, so you did watch this one? What were you gonna say? Type it out. Okay, so this is a very, 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 very ultra common, somebody that understands the Duck Hunt matchup to a small percentage will know how to do, and you always gotta look out for it. You know, every Duck Hunt, we want to get our can out to help ourselves recover. However, you gotta remember that puts you in 45 frames of end lag. So, let me slide this over because I keep getting out of frame. Basically, what they do here is you throw can, they'll run off and then jump fair. Like Marth, Lucina's, they'll do that all the time. ZSS, Notorious with the jump fair there. There's a couple of other characters. Like even as K-Roll, he could just like run off, jump fair. A little bit harder for him, but the can goes up pretty high, so it shouldn't have too much of a problem there. So always be on the lookout. Make sure you're watching your opponent whenever you're throwing out your can. Don't get too jumpy with it. Oh yeah, no, that spot kills you. Yeah, so you always gotta look out for that. And at this part, yeah, you can't, when you've got ZSS like at 134, you can't get too jumpy and risky, because like your can's gonna kill her really, really soon. So just be patient. We're at the point now where Clay Pigeon's not gonna true combo into anything, and he like literally he just had a spam can at one point. Now he's good. Let me see. So you felt like Sparky capitalized enough on Juice, way too eager to press buttons. Landing clears will stop him from continuing pressing. With to can. Okay, so I'll pay more attention to his can. But yeah, like right now he's way too jumpy. He's trying to get too much in his face. You can't do that against ZSS. The other thing too is like Juice is not being the most aggressive player in the world. Like he's playing fairly campy too. Like he's giving Sparky the time to set up, and like that's how Duck Hunt does like well in this matchup. That was a really nice can, but like unfortunately didn't have the shield pressure there. Yo, he got to throw out 2 cans before he got back on stage. I just wanted to point that out. It was kind of funny. Yeah, you gotta be careful there. Yeah, now you're done. Yeah, like whenever you're off stage against, especially a character like ZSS, because like she's just so fast and nimble, you need to focus on how they're trying to edge guard you before you do it. Like, let's say they're over here and you're deep off, then you can throw out can, because you got enough time for it and you can react to them coming after you. But like, if they're standing right there and like you're just like kind of like right here where this black dot is, you wait and you watch the ZSS before you press the button. That would have been cool. Oh, that was such a good can right there. But unfortunately, he didn't play around that correctly. Yeah, so, okay, little things like that. Like, because of our height, it's so easy for us to just low profile so many things from ZSS, so let me see if I can get the right timing. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Yeah, so like I think she went for Zare over there, and like because of like the way F smash goes, like even the ducks down below too, so it's really easy to low profile things like that. So smash attacks are something that you can use against characters that have to hit you high specifically, but the main ones that you want to use is going to be like F smash and to a degree down smash. And down smash you kind of jump, up smash you kind of jump too. Maybe just up smash. Yeah. So it's like he has that one little frame where they kind of duck down right here. And like even the initial part of it's fairly low too. And then he jumps. And the main thing is like the end lag afterwards is just kind of bad. And like if you look at up smash, he sticks his head up, but then he ducks down, and then hit 2, they almost duck down to it. So like if you're planning on hitting with hit 1, you can sort of low profile with that. Down smash, unfortunately, you can't really do it. It's just that the duck's kind of low to begin with, but they jump immediately there. So down smash is the hardest one to do it with. Yeah, so that's yeah, like if she's gonna be spamming Nair a lot of the times they're gonna be doing Nair into you. So shield can against ZSS Nair is really good actually, just because it should get her punished most of the time. And like let's say like she happens to Nair your shield and your can and she's spacing away, that means you're gonna be like most likely safe from any type of retaliation from her. So you could probably like jump in fair at that point to call out her next aerial approach. Ooh, don't know why he went for the Clay Pigeon. That would have been a really good time to gunman. Oh, that was such a good mash. Yeah, let the gunman shoot it. Yeah, you also got to keep in mind ZSS's dash attacks really, like, it covers so much distance that it can auto punish can pulls really easily. So, you know, that was a good use of Clay Pigeon there, but he's got to be careful. Yeah, I don't know the exact DI for ZSS side B, but that's definitely something you should know because that can kill you. He should have been able to live that one, though. He probably got bad DI on it. But again, it comes into just like committing too much and just getting jumpy. So like if he held himself back a little bit more, he would have done a pretty good job of just keeping himself safe, and then just like would have been able to just punish her a lot better there. Like I think in the next game I can probably pinpoint more exactly like how a setup game's going wrong. Okay, that was a really good call out on like how slow that whole exchange from her would have been. Okay, yeah, like this is exactly how you want to do your setups against ZSS. Perfect coverage. That gunman was a little sus, but like so considering like what he just did there, Clay Pigeon covering that. At that point, like most of the time, unless like they have it ingrained in their heart that the second you throw a gunman and you're in front of them that they go after you and hit you, it's pretty safe to throw that out just because like they just don't want to challenge after just getting such a big onslaught after them. So it's like, mind game wise, that wasn't too bad of an option there, but definitely not safe. Not safe, but a pretty safe bet that they probably wouldn't have challenged it. Yeah, that's a super common thing to do. Let's look at this right here. Oh crap, this went back really far. I forget how long the bot is, so like that'll catch me every now and then. So yeah, actually over there, probably would have been better go for a nair so that way he can just get better stage positioning. So like he could have dashed back, jumped can, and then that way he'd have platform cover, and then if she tries to go here, he's been doing a lot of dash attacks and like dash grabs, so he could probably jump and punish whatever option he would have gone for. But yeah, see like really good back shield pressure there, not going to want to challenge that. But it's going to be like, it's like right after this. So whenever she's pressuring you, be very careful about spot dodging, because most likely what she's going to do is she's just going to short hop and wait and then just hit you with nair. Like right there. Does like nair, does like zair. A lot of times they can do like zair grab is one thing, so that's probably why I did the spot dodge. But like when they're just jumping in your zone, they look for the spot dodge and then they nair it. That's just like a very common thing ZSS does. Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of cool things that Duck Hunt does. Yeah, that was exactly what you do. You just run away, set up your cam. Oh yeah, so it looks like Juice kind of has the callouts on the jumps from the recovery too. So Sparky's got to keep that in mind. He's going to have to mix it up a little bit more when he's recovering. Oh, yeah. He had the right idea with covering himself with can there, though. It's a little bit off. That was scary. Yeah, you always got to remember with ZSS side B in particular, when it hits your gunman, that hitbox stays there forever. So it makes it easy to punish her, but you can kind of get whacked by it very easily, too. You always got to keep that in mind. Yeah, that's an easy enough punish there. I'm actually really surprised that fair missed. That looked like it should have traded at the very least. Okay, good. That was so good of him because like I thought he was gonna like panic and pull a projectile at that point. Yeah, that right there. If you don't DI out that Nair, you're dead. You're dead every single time. It sucks. Oh, you die so early for that too. But like that sequence from Sparky was actually really good because like something that he was doing like kind of consistently more before was that like he was kind of panicking and throwing out cans in like really bad areas. But that whole time like he's like, no, okay, I'm gonna respond to you coming in. Eat this fair, eat this F tilt. Just like perfect responses to everything, and then he got nared and died. And that's kind of like when he also gave up his stage positioning too. You'll notice that during that time when she did get around him, he kind of did like a swap with her. So he put his back at the ledge and she got center. So you always got to make sure you're holding center whenever you're trying to like ledge guard them. Yeah, so like whenever you throw out can, you got to keep in mind they can hit it back, and generally if you throw it up high, it's gonna land on the platform. So you focus on staying under it. In this case, because she was doing her attack, he would have actually been able to just jump and hit her. Yeah, you also got to be careful about doing short hops because you can't just grab it. That was so bad. That was really bad. Yeah. Yeah, just don't jump. Don't jump. Just DI away. You can air dodge, you'll be good, and then you can just jump back air them, and it's not a big deal. That's all you do there. Also, I have no idea who's coming from losers and who's coming from winners too. Yeah, like the way that ZSS like cleans out your stocks early is by you getting off stage, and that's mostly it. So that's why like focusing on stage control is just so important in this matchup. Because like once she gets that, then you're just kind of out. And it's not like he doesn't know how to fight this character. Like you can definitely clearly see this from just like a lot of different angles. Like he's using the low profile aspects, he's spacing her out. Like that whole interaction where he didn't like pull out his cannon and all that stuff. I thought he was gonna get the cannon too. That's unfortunate. I do not like that clay pigeon at all because like basically she was over here and he got that part to cover the jump, which pretty much every ZSS is going to like flip kick back, and you focus on covering this platform in the area right in front with Duck Hunt, and you need to be ready to just like hit it with an aerial. They're almost never just going to go down to that area. Like that clay pigeon just lost so much control that he had. See, like now that one's fine because like she had to go back to the ledge. Trying to juke her out. See there, that was really good. That was a really well played stock. Bad clay pigeon. Don't do it. She's jumping all the time. Clay pigeon's not going to hit them. Okay, you have to do that. Good stuff. I don't think he used his jump yet. Ah. Yeah, if honestly, like he could have taken the can hit, teched it, nared, and that probably would have like really messed with the way that ZSS would have recovered. And in worst case scenario, if he got strong nair and it didn't get the stage plat, would have air dodged and fallen to their death. So there are always things you got to think about. Because like as a duck hunt, you should know how to tech your own can at this point. Especially since we're playing offline. We're not playing online here. There's no risk in that. And do not be throwing out these clay pigeons like crazy. You can do it against Zaire, but not against like the entirety of ZSS's kit. See, that was a really good use of down tilt right there to just like get underneath the hitboxes. But yeah, God, yeah, Sparky needs to just know about DIing out that the nair. It doesn't look like he's doing it at all. Kind of unfortunately got the black gunman there just because like that one was definitely the hardest one to know to combo at the right time. Perfect timing on that too. Honestly, I don't know why he decided to change the positioning of the can there, because like with all the aerials that Juice was doing on him, a shield can would have done a lot of damage to that ZSS, especially if he DI'd the can bad. Oh yeah, good use of down air can. See, like, that's a perfect thing to do right there, is you just have Can covering this, and then, like, if they flip jump, just be ready to, like, just cover their landings there. But fortunately, he just kind of, like, panic jumped air dodged. See, like, that's so hard for her to deal with. Like, you had the gunman on there, you had the Can behind, and then you were just right in front of her, low profiling, and you roll behind, just F-tilt, gone. That's the other thing to remember, because like even though the stage is big, the side blast zones are not that far away, so you can kill with F-tilt relatively early. I think he DI'd that way, but still living. Oh, that's so bad. Yeah, cause that move is super active too, so it's really hard to do standard get up against ZSS. Just wait. Yeah, at this point, you got to be so careful with your rolls there, but the ZSS is too jumpy at the moment. Oh no, yeah, so like, one thing about like characters that have like a really good high recovery, like always focus on covering this platform. So like he could just like jump up right there. That would have taken the set. That would have taken the game. Okay, now you gotta be careful. That was a really good delay on the clay pigeon. Definitely didn't want to go in early with that. Yeah, I was about to say. So one mistake that he's doing with his Can setups is that he is staying in the same exact position as the Can, and that's the last thing you want. You want to hit your Can, confuse what direction it's going to go, and you want to cover the other side with Duck Hunt. Just every single time do that. So that way you've always got like two options covered at all times, and that makes it much harder for them to land that way. Especially being at like 169, if you hit them with like a Nair, up air, or bear, they're just going to die at like any point on the stage, unless they have to like fly across. Okay, that was a really good use of high recovery because like she committed going low. That's to say, I don't think that's going to do it. Up throw is going to kill really soon though because she is light. Yeah, we're going to go get it. Okay, good. I was really scared that he's going to lose the scramble there. Actually, wow, I forgot about this one. This one will do. But yeah, I mean that's the way that you're supposed to do it. Just play safe, take the lead, know the cheese to look out for. Because like a lot of the times, like Sparky's dying is because like he's directly like challenging things. He doesn't know his recovery path when he's off stage too. Like that's how ZS is basically taking every single stock against him so far. Oh, and he actually went back to the stage? This isn't the optimal thing to go for ZSS. And I guess the side blast ones are very close. It's just that you have so much stage that you need to fight Duck Hunt against. Weird option. Oh, yeah, he could have done it. He could have done it. He messed up his execution there. That third clay pigeon would have actually sealed Juice's fate. He would have died. Off of 2, probably would have flipped. That's a really good place to have Can because like whenever they zare it, the Can is just going to explode right there. Good stuff. See, there we go. See, that's optimal Can stuff. So Can was covering the area behind him, so it would have been harder for them to air dodge in, and then he was up in front to get the hit. And if the Can got there a little bit earlier, that would have covered the 2-frame as well. But you know, that's hard to plan for, especially when it goes blinking. I thought he was going to get back aired and die. Yeah, good roll away there. Okay, playing it safe on getting in. Good stuff, yeah. Because like a lot of ZSSs are just going to like jump it there. So covering that with up air is a really good thing to do. Yeah, while Gunman is not going to hit ZSS too often, it's still really good just to have the ground covered with them. So always go for it when you can. And now, like, that's a really good thing to just, like, have as a wall against ZSS. Because it's kind of hard for her to, like, get around it in certain instances. Like, Zare will bounce off a Gunman, so it stops all of that pressure. And not to mention, it just extends all of her hurt boxes, so it makes it really easy to react and punish her. Yeah, he's lucky that, like, the ZSS isn't committing too hard, like, once Sparky is, like, dead set on trying to cover the can. That's, like, the one weakness that the ZSS player could be exploiting better. That worked out really well. But yeah, I mean, jumping back with Gunman makes all the difference versus just doing Gunman in place. Because you need that momentum, the mobility while you're using it. That was so unbelievably scary, and I can't believe that worked. I guess he was at a low enough percent that he could just jump and do it. But generally, like, when you DI in like that and you get nared, he should have died. He should have died right there. Oh man, he messed up 2 bear cans. That's not good. Yeah, that was really good coverage there. Sparky was making sure he was covering the other areas that the can wasn't. Yeah, go to can. That was really smart by Juice. Honestly, didn't think like he was thinking about grabbing where the can was. Like, most people don't do that. ZSS will side B, but they normally won't grab you. Yeah, the shield can, easy bear. They don't have a jump to that entire time. Oh, I wish he was ready for the grab. A little bit too early with the clay pigeon. I can't believe that ZSS player was able to... Oh no, he's died! Oh. That was a really unfortunate, like, clay pigeon SD, because, like, he could have reversed that situation so easily, too. That's the other thing, too, is, like, it's really hard to challenge ZSS when you're falling down with Nair, just because, like, that up air is really obnoxious to deal with. And now he doesn't have a jump. Oh, this is scary. Yeah, you can also get that frame trap, too. Didn't have any can to cover himself, so he was just kind of left to the elements there. But it's too bad. Like, if he did panic off stage there, he would have made it back pretty easily. Also... probably should have like mixed it more for like staying like in stage with like directional air dodges and whatnot, and focus more on using can to get out of disadvantage in certain moments too. Because like basically like this guy just kept going after him like crazy once he was in the air. But if he stuck to his original game plan, I think he would have taken it. Just like not the original game plan, but like the game plan he had throughout most of Game 4 and Game 3, where you just stay safe, cover as many options as possible, and just like retreat until you get that opening again. I think it would have done fine. But definitely needs to work on that disadvantage. Just like mix up what he's doing more in terms of like directional air dodging, mixing it up more with like fast fall nair too, just so you can like potentially stuff them out. All good things to mix in there to just kind of lessen the effects of like how effective your juggle is. And then of course, know to DI nair out. It's sometimes it can be hard to do, but like if you get enough practice, you're comfortable enough with the ZSS matchup, you'll get it in there. Like with me, I probably wouldn't react to it all the time, but like if I played it enough, I would. It's kind of one of those things. It's just when you know it's coming, you know it's coming. And yeah, I don't think Sparky's in here, so that'll be it for that one.